Chapter 11, 27. Resolving the situation by killing. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. The two sides did not fight for very long, but Feng Jun already had the intention to retreat and escape. Fang Yuan first assassinated the strongest rank, 7 blood path, Gu Immortal Zheng Tuo, before charging forward and using the best tactic to gain the absolute advantage. Feng Jun was not an idiot. Even if he lacked battle experience, he knew that he was in great danger. He wanted to retreat. It was a wise choice. In Gu Immortal battles, they fought not only with strength, but also with wits. Sister has lost it due to her emotions. Hei Chung is a rank 7 Gu Immortal. Even if we cooperate, we cannot defeat him. We should join up with the other Gu Immortals, and with old Immortal Chen Shi at the lead, encircle and kill him. Feng Jun thought of this and started to retreat. He used his immortal killer move. His body moved like a cloud, bringing him and Zhou Min away toward the left. "What are you doing? Brother, let me kill him! Let me kill him!" Zhou Min screamed as she struggled in Feng Jun's arms. Feng Jun smiled bitterly. He increased the strength he was using on Zhou Min. He pacified her. "Don't move. I am getting some distance to create a chance for your far side of weapon light." Zhou Min heard this and shuddered. She said excitedly, "Good idea." She concentrated, staring fixedly at Fang Yuan. With greater distance, farsight weapon light became stronger. Fang Yuan's defense would be under greater pressure. Fang Yuan looked at the cloud below their feet. He smiled without concern. He did not chase them. He charged down and landed on the ground. He picked up Zheng Tuo's corpse, which was split into 2, putting both pieces into his immortal aperture. "Evil thief, let go of our brother's corpse!" Zhou Min shouted. Her lungs were exploding from anger. Fang Yuan's actions were truly vile. Not only did he kill Zheng Tuo, he did not even let his corpse off. How could he let it off? The Dao marks of this rank, 7 blood path Gu Immortal, were an immense boost to Fang Yuan's foundation. Looking at it, including Zheng Tuo, Fang Yuan had already killed 4 Gu Immortals. It was hard to annex the immortal aperture as it had strict conditions, but the gain in Dao marks was immense. Ordinary Gu Immortals would only absorb the Dao marks of an enemy of the same path due to the conflict between Dao marks. Otherwise, they would get more trouble instead. However, my sovereign immortal body is different. The Dao marks do not conflict. This is amazing. I can absorb the Dao marks of any enemy I kill and increase my foundation. This seems to be the best way to increase my strength. At this moment, Fang Yuan had a new insight. This sovereign immortal body was created from sovereign immortal fetus Gu. Spectral Soul wanted to revive using it. If he really succeeded in reviving, the consequences were unthinkable. Firstly, Spectral Soul had devoured so many souls in the door of life and death. He had countless cultivation experiences. Secondly, all of his paths were Great Grandmaster and above. Finally, he had the help of Shadow Sect's remnant forces. With this starting point, he could repeat what he did in his era, killing everyone and everything. He could annex the immortal apertures of Gu Immortals he killed or absorb the Dao marks they had. His growth would be at an incredible speed. It would surpass one's imagination. Unlike Fang Yuan, who only had Grandmaster attainment level in 4 paths, it was hard for him to annex immortal apertures. He could only absorb Dao marks in most cases. Fang Yin placed Zheng Tuo's corpse in his immortal aperture. Zhou Min looked at with his anger and hatred. Feng Jun did not speak. He felt aggrieved, but also let out a sigh of relief. It seems that Hei Chung does not have movement methods, or maybe he uses the upper extreme heavenly eagle normally. This immemorial desolate beast has yet to grow fully. It only has rank 6 battle strength. He did not let it out because he is afraid of far-sight weapon light killing it. Feng Jun became less worried. But at the next moment, his mouth opened wide. A shocked expression appeared on his face. It turned out that Fang Yuan had activated Sword Escape. His body flew into the sky like a sword. His speed was so fast, Feng Jun and Zhou Min were completely stunned from shock. "How can he be this fast?" Zhou Min said. "So this is his real speed." Feng Jun's heart was about to jump out. His movement method was simply outmatched. In a few breaths of time, Feng Yan got close to them again. His icy killing intent almost froze Feng Jun's heart. Immortal Killer, move luck whirlwind. At the moment of crisis, he had to use his trump card again. Like what happened earlier, Feng Yuan was sent away again. The third time, hey. Feng Yuan noted he had been repelled 3 times, but he felt no dejection. Zhou Min finally became sober-minded. She was completely shocked by Feng Yuan's speed. Her forehead was full of sweat. Her anger dwindled, and fear took over. Quickly leave. This person is too strong. Let's gather with the rest first, Zhou Min yelled. Feng Jun heard this and felt glad at her change of mindset. With Zhou Min's help, the two rose in speed. They rapidly escaped for their lives. Feng Yuan chased after them, shooting out with bursts of speed at times. But every time, Feng Jun's luck whirlwind would ruin his attempt. After chasing them for some time, 2 Gu immortals appeared before them. They were the 2 Gu immortal lone cultivators. They usually lived together. One was called Jiang Ji, the other was Gao Mi. Hold on, we're coming. The 2 immortals were flying too. They quickly joined up with Zhou Min and Feng Jun. Feng Yuan observed their expressions. Seeing that they were showing no shock, he knew that Feng Jun and Zhou Min had used a certain information path method to inform these 2 Gu immortals along the way. Hey Chung, you are simply too bold. You dare to cause harm to us inside Heifan Grotto Heaven. Today, you will undoubtedly die. Feng Jun and Zhou Min stopped escaping. They went ahead to fight Feng Yuan. Young Master He Chung, you killed Sister Wan Yun. Did you kill old ancestor as well? A shrill voice suddenly resounded. It was Chen Li. After using the warning, Chen Li went to find Feng Yuan, but at that time Feng Yuan had already left to find the 3 immortals, including Zheng Tuo. Chen Li could not find Feng Yuan. She was completely lost and helpless. She did not know what to do. She did not dare to dispel her immortal killer move. She hid inside the palace for a while before she received Feng Jun's letter. The letter stated that Feng Yuan disguised as Chen Lei and used an immortal killer move to kill Gu immortal Zheng Tuo. No matter how stupid Chen Lei was, she realized instantly what the situation was. She quickly went to Chen Qi's place, but where could she find that old ancestor of hers? Even though Feng Jun was escaping, he had already contacted the remaining immortals. Chen Lei also decided to answer his call. Thus, she appeared on the battlefield at this time. Oh, it's you. Feng Yuan looked at Chen Lei, smiling cruelly. You have finally gotten smarter. That's right. Be it Chen Qi, Chen Wan Yun, or Chen Li Ji, even Zheng Tuo died in my hands. All of your rank 7 Gu immortals are dead now. The rest of you should surrender to me. After all, a wise person submits to circumstances. Chen Lei's expression turned pale. Her body shook intensely. Feng Yuan admitted it outright. This was a huge blow to her mental state. Why? Why did you do that for? Chen Lei screamed in a sharp tone. Tears were pouring out of her eyes. Did we do anything wrong to you? Why must you do something so evil and cruel? Don't be affected by him, Chen Lei. Let's get into formation. Zhe Min, who had regained her senses, shouted loudly. With Feng Yuan in the center, a jade light ball suddenly appeared over a huge surrounding area. This was a huge battle formation. With Feng Jun, Zhou Min, Chen Lei, and the other 2 immortals as the formation cores, they assembled an ancient battle formation. Hey Chung, even if you are a rank 7 Gu immortal, you will die here today. That's right, we have already practiced this battle formation many times. We killed over a dozen desolate beasts and 8 ancient desolate beasts. You cannot escape from here. I will tear your bones and tendons and use them as offerings for the innocent souls of our comrades. Heifan Grotto Heaven's Gu immortals shouted. Their morale rose sharply. Feng Yuan smiled lightly. His calm expression did not change at all. He said slowly and calmly, Oh, Green City battle formation? Heh. It is only a small portion of the ancient battle formation Green City Rampage. Do you think I am unaware of it? The expressions of the immortals changed. A bad feeling was emerging in them. Chen Lei's expression paled even further. At this moment, she felt utter regret and hatred. She could not live with herself, because she was the one who told Fang Yuan about this Green City battle formation. The Gu immortals in Heifan Grotto Heaven had to practice a huge formation in every generation. It was the Green City battle formation. It was used to kill desolate beasts and ancient desolate beasts. It had incredible strength. I have rank 7 cultivation level, while you people are just rank 6. Thus I expected you to use this move. After getting into formation, you won't be able to run, right? When this battle formation is breached, you will all face a backlash. Even if you do not die, you will suffer heavy injuries, Fang Yuan said in a plain tone. His tone was very calm. He did not speak loudly, but the immortals could hear him clearly for some reason. The morale that was raised earlier instantly got cut in several pieces after hearing his words. Before fighting, these Gu immortals already had wavering determination. Now, I will show all of you my true strength, Fang Yuan called out. His body shook and a loud sound was heard. The aura of Gu worms burst out from within him. Immortal killer move, a myriad self. In an instant, tens of thousands of Fang Yuan phantoms appeared in the space inside the entire battle formation. They were all strength path phantoms, and Fang Yuan's true body was hidden among them, acting as one of the phantoms. The battle commenced at this moment. From the start, they entered the climax of the battle. Feng Jun, Zhou Min, and the other Gu immortals used their respective methods. All sorts of immortal killer moves were unleashed, causing huge damage to the myriad self-army. Fang Yuan's strength path phantoms did not have high defense, but no matter how many were destroyed in battle, more strength path phantoms emerged and replaced them. Fang Yuan had made ample preparation before the battle. Even if he did not continue to activate Myriad Self, he had already stored hundreds of thousands of Myriad Self phantoms inside his immortal aperture in advance. He did not lack the immortal essence. Fang Yuan had a huge storage of green grape immortal essence. Feng Jun and the rest soon realized that they were in a tough spot. Without using immortal killer moves, they could not defend against the myriad self-army attacking the battle formation. But if they used immortal killer moves, even though they could kill countless phantoms, Fang Yuan would also replenish them. Their immortal essence would be wasted. In this battle of attrition in immortal essence, Fang Yuan completely had the upper hand. Do not forget about the advantage of Strength Path. That was the minimal consumption of immortal essence. Meanwhile, the advantage of Enslavement Path was in battles of attrition. Myriad Self-Killer Move combined the effects of both paths. It could display the strengths of both paths at once. Fang Yuan waited patiently among the Myriad Self-Army, observing attentively. All sorts of information was gathered by him. He committed them to memory. After fighting for several hours, the Gu Immortals of Heifan Grotto Heaven were extremely tired. Not only were they tired mentally, the immortal essence expenditure was also starting to put a toll on them. At the moment they exposed weakness, Fang Yuan's true body appeared. Haha. Shenlei, I need to thank you. Without your information, how could I have killed Chen Wanyun and the others? Fang Yuan laughed loudly. Chen Lei felt like lightning had struck her. The pain in her heart could not be described with words. Using this opportunities, Fang Yuan went for the killing blow. Flying sword, immortal Gu. A flash of light pierced Chen Lei's defenses, killing her instantly. Always pick out the weakest enemy first. Fang Yuan struck at the crucial moment, immediately killing one immortal on the other side. Chen Lei died on the spot. Green City battle formation became unstable instantly. It started shaking. The other Gu immortals quickly tried to stabilize it, succeeding after some effort. Next, it is time for the rest of you to die. Fang Yuan smiled sinisterly. He did not attack. Instead, he went back into the myriad self-army. The remaining 4 Gu immortals had pale expressions. A cold chill was emerging in their hearts. They were the ones encircling Fang Yuan, but at this very moment, none of these 4 Gu immortals felt any joy or excitement. His victory was assured. From the start, Fang Yuan had used the most appropriate battle tactics, establishing his current huge advantage. He was very aware about the methods of these Gu immortals, but they, on the other hand, did not know about his methods. Originally, the other party had an advantage. For example, Chen Lei's concealment method, Fang Yuan could do nothing against it. It was a pity, because Fang Yuan schemed against them. Chen Lei joined the battle and formed the Green City battle formation. She gave up her greatest advantage. In the end, it was because Heifan Grotto Heaven had been in peace for too long. These Gu immortals did not lack immortal Gu or resources, but they truly paled in terms of battle experience. Even though they sparred during their interactions, the experience gained from fighting on the verge of death could not be gained from friendly battles. A long while later, Fang Yuan killed 2 more Gu immortals before breaking apart Green City battle formation. Feng Jun and Zhou Min escaped in defeat again. The 2 immortals had completely lost their courage against Fang Yuan. They did not dare to fight. They escaped towards Immortal Succession Mountain. Along the way, Fang Yuan killed Zhou Min, as Feng Jun crashed onto the peak of Immortal Succession Mountain with his heavily injured body. "Heavenly Spirit, save me!" he screamed loudly. This situation was quite ironic. Earlier, he was still plotting to suppress the Heavenly Spirit, but now he had no choice but to seek help from it. "It is not going to save you." Inside the stone pavilion, Fang Yuan's figure appeared in a flash. He spoke in a calm tone. He had no injuries on his body. He was still so charming and handsome. It was as if the battle earlier did not occur at all. Feng Jun saw Fang Yuan and shuddered in fear. He focused his attention on the brass bell, Heavenly Spirit. The brass bell, Heavenly Spirit, had no reaction. Feng Jun had a look of despair. "Why?" he muttered. "Why?" At the next moment, he screamed again, seemingly questioning the Heavenly Spirit. But the brass bell, Heavenly Spirit, continued to be unmoved. "Because you are all descendants of criminal immortals. Before old ancestor Heifan died, he thought of this point when leaving behind his true inheritance. Therefore, he set up this final test. Only by obtaining half of the votes of the Gu immortals inside Heifan Grotto Heaven could I inherit it. Ha ha ha. But what if you descendants of the criminal immortals bear hatred to He tribe and refuse to let our main tribe's member obtain the true inheritance? What if you cause problems for us intentionally? What will we do?" Fang Yuan extended his hand, lightly touching the stone tablet. "Then it can only be to kill all of you. After killing you all, I will be the only person left. Then I would also have satisfied the conditions for clearing the final test of Heifan's true inheritance." Fang Yuan spoke lightly. There was even a faint smile on his face. Feng Jun plopped onto the ground. He had an expression of despair. He was sprawled weakly. He raised his head and looked up at the sky. The azure sky which he sought to escape for so long at the moment before his death now seemed so endearing to him. But at the next moment, he heard Fang Yuan's words. "Now, I will give you a chance. As long as you submit to me and serve me wholeheartedly from now on, I will spare your life." "What? What did you say?" Feng Jun's body shook. He showed an expression of disbelief. Fang Yuan repeated his words again before saying, "You are a smart person. You are not swayed by emotions. You are unlike Zhou Min and Chen Lei. I appreciate that aspect of you. Hand over your immortal Gu and the luck path true inheritance's details. I will spare your life and give you a chance to live." Feng Jun blinked. He was moved. "You are not lying to me?" He raised his head and looked at Fang Yuan. Anticipation was hidden deep within his gaze. "Why would I lie to you? Killing you is as easy as breathing to me. But don't even think of bargaining with me now." Fang Yuan's expression changed. "You only have 3 breaths of time to consider it. Will you die or surrender everything to me and submit? Before making an alliance agreement, I surrender." At the first breath of time, Feng Jun said without hesitation, "These are all of the Gu worms that I have." At the second breath of time, Feng Jun handed over everything. Fang Yuan nodded, stretching out his hand and keeping them. With Feng Jun's cooperation, He suppressed all of them. Please make the alliance agreement. Feng Jun breathed in deeply. He was already mentally prepared for an extremely harsh alliance agreement. Swoosh! A bloody hole appeared in his forehead. He had an expression of shock. He stared at Fang Yin fixedly as he gradually fell onto the ground. The third breath of time had just passed.